Okay, so now we've done our basic box. We're going to start drawing some more fun shapes, including letters, so you could do your name if you want in 3D. You turn around and put it on the back. You've got your photograph of your front one. And we'll start the same way. You need a horizon line. And this time, let's put our vanishing point in the middle just so that you can see that no matter where you put the vanishing point, that things are going to go to that point.
So first we do the line, right?
So do your line and then do your point. So we're going to stand in the middle of the paper this time.
So the line is in the middle?
The line's in the middle. The vanishing point. Yes. Okay, so everybody gets started with that first step. And we're looking up here at all these different shapes. We could do anything up here in these shapes, or we could draw letters, A, B, C. The only thing that really doesn't work well is an O. And a sphere is a sphere. You have to make it look 3D by shading it. So let's start with the most ordinary of that, and that would be a triangle. So this time you're going to draw a triangle somewhere on your paper. Triangles, if you're doing any kind of house, that when I learned this and realized I could actually draw something realistically by doing perspective, then I did a lot of buildings, because even though I was lousy at everything else at the beginning, I knew I could follow these rules and draw buildings and make them look real. So triangles are pretty basic because there's usually some kind of triangle shape on a house. All right. This side of my triangle down here on the bottom is sitting on the white ground down here. And this side of my triangle over here is off where I can't see it. Because here I'm standing. So we're pretending that this triangle is opaque. We can't see what that side is doing. So we can only see this side here going to the vanishing point. So you only need those two lines there to go to the vanishing point.
Oh, so the vanishing point is like
where we are. That's our, we're physically there in that picture frame, and there's where our eye hits the horizon. Okay, and then just like the box, then you follow the parallel rule. So our cutoff line has to be parallel to that front line. So now it kind of looks like a tent. If that was on top of a house, then that would be a roof of the house in one-point perspective. So again, then if you want it to be a realistic, now it's not really a triangle, it's a geometric form. No, we're only going to draw one. All right, so we've drawn a triangle. Let's draw a diamond, much like this triangle. So, yes, it would be a whole lot like what we just did. You're drawing, well, not a pencil. Sorry about that. Draw your triangle top and your triangle bottom. Two triangles. All right, once again, I can't see what's going on over here because I'm standing here. I just have one table here that's still doing all the talking. And my line is going to go from the center of the diamond because I can see the center of the shape right here. And then I can see the side of the shape top and the side of the shape's bottom. And then one more time, we cut it off by keeping that cutoff line parallel to the front cutoff line.
So if I did it right here, it would be like right here.
Yes. Now, if you're right below it, it's weird because you can't see the bottom because you're standing in front of it.
But it's good. It's fine.
But you can see the top. Yeah. So if you can't see it from where you are, it's going to change the way it looks. So if you draw something right here below it, you may not see the sides, the top, or the bottom. You may, if you're right smack in front of that vanishing point, you would only see that flat diamond. You wouldn't see any of the sides at all. The only reason why we see the sides is we're standing here and there's no sides showing. You're standing here and there's sides showing. If it was right here, there would be nothing showing with the diamond. And keep those sides parallel. So we've done a diamond. It probably, the more complicated thing that you might want to do is a star. So let's do a star shape, and you can see the star up here. You could make one like this, or you could make one like this, or one like this. It's up to you on what kind of star you want it to be. That I'm going to just look at this star here and try to draw something similar to that. And I think stars are usually even harder than letters of the alphabet usually. That okay, this is what the hard part is you also have to draw the inside points of some of your star if they show. So I know I can see this right here. This is up too high and I won't be able to see anything going here. I'm here. I might not be able to see it from right there, so I'll leave it. And I'll just start with that line there. And then I'll put that point there to the vanishing point, and that point, and that point. It looks like I could see some of the bottom of that over there as well. So I could put that one there. And then again, you're going to cut them off, keeping your lines parallel to the front part of your star. Now this one, you can't see the inside there because it's behind the star, but it's still going to go down to the edge of the star there, keeping parallel to that one right there. And this one is going to do the same thing. It's going to go, you can't really see it, but it's going to go parallel to this line there. And then there will be your star three-dimensionally. And I think that's what the hard part of a star is figuring out what actually is going to show and where it ends. And I erased it kind of ragged looking. it up a little bit. Alright, so if you can actually do the star and make it look good, then you could draw any shape. And so what you might want to do is your name. So with that, then you are going to draw the front part of the letters of your name, of whatever letter that you want to be. And some of them might be curved, some of them might be straight. I'm going to try to draw this as straight as possible. And I'm going to do a letter with curves. Well, I don't think I'll do it there. It'd be easier not to draw it right below the vanishing point. So I'm going to at least start with one over to the right or to the left. All right, and I'm going to do the letter B because it has a straight line and some curves.
So on the curves part, how do you?
We'll just have to keep it parallel, just like pencil tool is kind of thin here. So let me choose the side. Okay, let's try this one. There, that looks better. All right, and this time, like when we had trouble with the star, you have to decide what's going to show on the inside of your letter. So it's easy from the outside to do the lines for your letters. But you will see some of the inside of your letter as well. And then you're just how good a job of imagining and thinking about your letter in 3D will be how well it turns off. So this line here we'll cut straight. We start up here cutting straight to here. And then we move to curves here and here. And then we cut it off straight there. So the outside of it is pretty unimaginative. You know, you're just following the rules of perspective, kind of like you follow the rules of algebra or geometry. And the rules are that you cut them off parallel and that everything you can see on the right side goes to the vanishing point. But I know I probably can see at least this line here. Pretty close. And I probably can see the back of this one here. I might not be able to see any of the top of it, but I can see the back part there. And then that one would go in vanishing point. And I might be able to see some of it here. All right, and then erasing it becomes a challenge. Okay, so I'm missing some of the middle of my B here, and I just have to figure out where it should be and draw it in there as well.